Hey Epic Teachers, Travis Barnes here. Just out on my evening walk with my dogs, although they've ran off. But they know the route. Anyways, I just wanted to give my farewell to everybody. I'm turning in my resignation letter first thing in the morning, and just kind of didn't want to drop off the map without at least letting those that knew me when I went, where I went, why I went, and all that stuff. So this video is basically going to have two parts. The first one is me just saying farewell and good luck to everybody. Tomorrow's my last day, which is November 3rd. Second part is just explaining why I left. And obviously, if I'm leaving in the middle of the school year, it wasn't ideal. And so it's kind of complainy a little bit on the negative side. So if you're super happy with your job, maybe fairly new on or whatever, don't listen to my complaints and reasons, because if you like your job, you certainly don't need to listen to somebody say why it wasn't for them, you know? If I ride a BMW motorcycle, I don't really want to hear why other people hate BMW, not hate, don't like BMW motorcycles and have to have a Harley. It's like, it's my preference. So yeah, check off here shortly and don't listen to my complaints. But it was good working with all of y'all. I appreciate all the Epic teachers are always so willing to help each other, and a lot of teachers certainly helped me through the years. It's been a long time. I came on in 2013, and that may be a lot of the problem. I came on so early. Like, we didn't really have principals. The MDI position was non-existent, and you just did your job. So let's stop it right there. As far as the happy-go-lucky crew, I would say sign off here. Good working with all of y'all. You're doing God's work with the kids. It really is. You make a difference in their lives, and this is not an angry diatribe against Epic. I'll still have my students are obviously staying with Epic, and they're awesome. And for students, it's not like I wouldn't ever talk trash and say don't go to Epic. So I'm not leaving some sort of ultra disgruntled employee and gonna talk trash on Epic. It's not like that at all. It's just it didn't fit with my strengths and weaknesses and personality type and such. So happy-go-luckies, y'all can sign off now. It was great working with you. Thanks for spending a couple minutes on my evening walk with me, and best of luck to you. If you get any of my students, be kind and gracious to them. I know you will. Thanks guys, we'll see you. I have actually lost my dogs. They know where they're at. All right, if you're still on here, it's Sunday night. If y'all remember the old days, we used to have to turn in our grades on Sunday at midnight, and you had to do them manually. So I wanted to get them done Friday night, but of course I'm a natural procrastinator. So every Sunday night was grade book and a bottle of wine night. I'd sit there and sip on some wine and manually enter all my grades. So in the spirit of Sunday night, grab yourself a bev. I've got a Busch Light here on my nature walk with no dogs. I think they heard me talking to the camera and just decided they didn't want to go with me. Anyways, yeah, so new team with this management. I could see really early on we were gonna have to do a lot of extra stuff that I didn't have to do last year. And basically I sent our manager an email saying, hey, is this the best time to add a bunch of extra stuff? And it may not be adding on her part. Maybe this is how the whole team functioned last year. I don't know. And honestly, it doesn't matter. On my side, it was a lot extra. And it was coming at a time when our pay just kept dropping, and we lost the bonus. So let's remember, August of 2024, 15 months ago, whatever it is. I'm not a math teacher. we started the year with our base of 60 grand, could still get a bonus. Then a few months later, the first RIF happened, people were fired. Our base was dropped to 50, still had a bonus potential. We finished the last school year and they nuke the bonus and drop our base pay to 40. So it's kind of like, sheesh, how much are we gonna take? But I didn't quit immediately, maybe I should have, but I kind of just wanted to see how this year would go. Maybe they would understand, like, some mistakes were made that who knows who's to blame. I'm not pointing any fingers, but obviously some mistakes were made. Maybe they would back off on a little of the administrative crap that they push on teachers. But when I saw it was the opposite and our manager kind of doubled down, like when I sent the email saying this is a lot of extra stuff, I didn't get one Epic Live class, I got a second one as well. So I kind of felt like not only did I not get my point across at all, well, I probably got my point across, but not only was I not going to be assisted in any way or there be any sort of negotiations, I might have just put myself on a list of people to give more work to push away, because there was this rumor at the beginning of the year that the RIF didn't fix everything and they needed to get rid of 100 more teachers. That's all just rumor mill stuff, who knows, but maybe I was on the list to need to go, I don't know. But I drew the line in the sand with a DTD meeting that they wanted me to do, and I was doing the 2 live classes and the other stuff, but when it came to the DTD meeting, I finally said no thanks, and yada yada yada. Got a bunch of pushback and schedule it by the end of the day, and basically I just said no thanks to it all. So then I got called in the principal's office for a write-up, official write-up with HR, and I said I needed to do this once a month meeting with the DTD based on last year's metrics. And she said last year's metrics of high schoolers looked great, but my pre-K through 8th grade did not. Which I said, I've only got high school students this year, but that didn't seem to matter at all. She just said, it's just the metrics that threw you in this tier and you got to do the meetings. So it's just this needing of blind obedience. So then a week later, my PIP meeting comes up, performance improvement, and all I did was refuse a meeting, but now they moved the monthly meeting and made it weekly. I gotta check in weekly, even though there's no new metrics. So my feeling that this blind obedience problem was punitive, like that was the reason for the meetings, I was in trouble, it's kind of confirmed. Like, I don't know, I can't handle the do this because I said so type of deal. And I think a lot of us are like that. Like, if someone would have just asked me, hey, it would really help me out if you'd do this, or I can be almost a pushover, like if somebody's asking. But the moment you just say, do this because I said so, there goes a deer, then I just instinctively push back, and maybe that's a big character flaw on my part, probably is. Anyways, so me and management drew our lines in the sand at the same time, and I gotta go, which is fine. Like, I really am at peace with all of it. The timing is great. Last night we had our alumni. I really don't think I'm gonna do this. Anywho, the timing is great. Last night we held our first alumni night where all the kids who graduated with Epic, but specifically with our co-op, showed up to the house. They're all adults, 18 to 28 was the range, and some of them having a glass of wine. It was so strange with the students, but it reminded me why I did this was for all the stuff that does not go on spreadsheets is not a metric. Like, I could never make that stuff important to me. But what was important was creating like experiences and memories. And I'm glad that, you know, we had this alumni night a couple days before my resignation, because it just reminded me that what we were doing was good and these kids really loved it, and they talked about the pumpkin patch days and the campouts and the alone challenges, and obviously a ton of their memories together, just remembering stuff from co-op. So and none of them mentioned a formative or a standard or any of that stuff. So yeah, that's why old Trav is signing off. And cut all this stuff out. I may not send this thing at all. This is crazy. Anyways, if you've watched this thing all the way through, enjoy your week next week. Have a great school year. Appreciate you guys, and yeah, signing off.